Epic Games, if you're watching this video, there are three major updates and fixes that the game needs. And in order, those are server lag, rank distribution, and Unreal Engine 5. If you implement those three things, the player base for Rocket League will be completely revived and they might actually want to buy your items for once. But instead, what seems to be happening is that Epic Games is just killing Rocket League right now by just adding cosmetic items that don't do anything for the game, and they think that by adding new cars where the hitboxes are like marginally better for, flicks, and they do have a competitive advantage, but no one's going to buy those cars if they look bad or if it's not an Octane hitbox. Like if they want somebody to buy their new car, they should just make the Octane hitbox and make it like a couple pixels longer and then shift it slightly forward so it's better for flicks and marginally better for kickoffs, and people would buy that because it would give a competitive advantage. But then once again, it's not fair for the people that can't buy, um they can't afford it or they don't want to buy items or whatever. And they're really just dropping the ball. Like these updates they're coming out with are ass. Like they suck. I mean, it's like they're trying to kill the game and just drive the player base away. And honestly, for someone who loves Rocket League, it's so sad to see, and I don't want the game to just die like that. So first things first, we need to talk about Epic's just refusal to improve servers, because I've been in games where it's not just me, it's the whole lobby is experiencing 200 plus ping. It's crazy, and they're refusing just straight up to, like, I mean, they're really just not doing anything to fix the issues, They're just trying to pump as much money as they can. Like what Epic should do is just sell the game to somebody who actually cares about it, Like if Epic isn't going to do shit for the game, sell it. Make your profit, whatever, and, give it to somebody who's actually going to care and put effort into making the game better rather than trying to just take everyone's fucking money who plays the game. Um, Now, I think everyone knows that the rank distribution in Rocket League is completely fucked. Like, ones is not bad. The rank distribution for ones is actually pretty good, but threes is fairly bad, and twos is just a hot mess. Like, it's not even close. Like, the difference between the twos and the ones distribution is crazy. Like, in ones, the majority of players reside in like plat or diamond, which is where you would expect them to be. It's right around the middle of the ranked ladder. But in twos, like the largest majority of players is like diamond and champ and starting to push that, distribution higher. And it's kind of ridiculous. And I think like what you're seeing is a bottleneck, especially at the high champ 3, low grand champ ranks, where the GC players cannot move down in rank because all of the lower ranked players that, in past seasons were, you know, plat, diamond, maybe low champ have, moved up. That's what you would expect. Um But then what happens is those lower ranked players, because of new players that come in, their rank gets inflated higher than it should be. And then what ends up happening is you have like this mosh pit of like players who are a higher rank than they should be, players who are right at the rank that they should be, and players, who maybe just barely got knocked down by some better people above them who are better than that rank should be. And on top of that, you have washed players that used to be good but haven't played in a while coming back to the game, and then they're in the past it was harder to be those higher ranks, so they come back and now they're at a lower rank, but they're so much better than everyone else, and just the whole distribution is completely fucked, and they need to fix it, especially in twos. Um, like I'm not gonna put a solution forward, I'm just here to point out the problems, but Epic Games, they need to do something, and they need to communicate with the player base about it too, because if they don't, and you know they just announce it, I mean, sure, that'd be great, but up until they finally implement it, the player base is gonna be very pissed, as I mean they already are. But Epic, you could be using the player base to your advantage by implementing Unreal Engine 5 and helping out these map creators, that create all these incredible maps. Like one of the biggest map creators out there, of course, is Lethemir, and he practically pumps out these maps constantly, and if you were to update the game to Unreal Engine 5 and upgrade it to that, I mean, Leth could probably come out with some insane maps, which makes people want to play the game. And you, as Epic, don't even have to do anything. Leth does all the work for you, and all you would have to do is make his job easier and implement Unreal Engine 5. Like, I get that it's a lot of work, but if you genuinely care about the game and want to make it better, this is a change that needs to happen, because let's be real, Epic, you've got a lot of shit going on. You've got Rocket League, you've got Fortnite, you've got a ton of games on your platform, right, that need your attention. You can only put so many resources towards Rocket League where it's not even your biggest game on the platform. I get that. But you could just allow these creators to help you out. Like everybody knows that you need that help, Epic, but for some reason you just refuse to go down that route. When it comes to the player base, Epic Games is just completely off the mark with what we want. They think that we want all these cosmetic items, but like we want the actual issues that are happening in the game to be fixed that will make things better for, the vast majority of player bases. Like even in this background video, you can see that I'm lagging in a replay. Like the replay is showing about how bad I was lagging, and in that game, I only had about 65 or 70 ping. There's people out there that are constantly playing with 120, 150 ping. And yeah, you could say, oh, just buy better Wi-Fi. But some people in the area that they live in, they physically cannot get better Wi-Fi. Like that's the best service that they have. And Epic Games just absolutely refuses to fix the biggest problem that has existed in Rocket League for as long as I can remember. And I've played the game since 2017.